Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Kevin Rapkoch Fishing. We're out at the Salt River in Arizona. This beautiful January day in the 50s. We're just gonna be hiking around, exploring, trying to get on some fish. The water's low and clear today. I'll be starting out with just like a woolly bugger as we search for fish. Mostly be targeting trout today. But if we get into some bass or some native Sonora suckers, that's always a treat. All right, let's go exploring, look at some sights, try to catch some fish. Let's get to it. Sweet roadrunner right there. Beep beep. Cool birds. All right, so far we've explored some pretty areas, places that have fish sometimes, but not much going on today. But we got lucky. Someone just told me that they saw a stocking truck come and stock some trout in the area we are. So I know where they normally put those fish. So let's get to it, try to catch some fish. Fish on, guys. There we go. Got an aggressive trout. Our first one of the day. Came up and smoked that woolly bugger. Not a bad fish. Cool. About 11, 12 inches. Woolly bugger right in the mouth there. There he goes. Nice, guys. Never a bad thing when the stock truck puts a bunch of trout right out in front of you. They stocked right in here and I can see fish kind of just in this little pool before the water goes down, those rapids down there. That's probably where they'll hang out for right now and they'll move around during the nighttime. These woolly buggers, especially like purple and gold, sparkled, do pretty well for freshly stocked trout. They're not always like ready to eat per se, but the woolly bugger, the way it moves, just instinctually gets them to bite, and then you strip it, it gets a little bit of an aggression bite too. Got one. He chased it down. Yeah, more aggressive strike might be the ticket for today because I moved it faster on that one and came up. This fish looked mad. Yeah, that's fun. I like to get them to hand pretty quickly and get them released. That way you don't cause some metabolic stress on them more than you need to. Woo! Good fish. There he goes. Go that way. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. Nice, guys. Number 2. Beautiful day out today. Four Peaks is hiding behind the clouds out there. See that mountain in front? But there's another mountain behind it. It's called Four Peaks outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful mountain range. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day today. Great day to be out fishing. That's for darn sure. Huh. Might just have to shake it up today. Last time I was on a day of freshly stocking, this particular fly just tore it up, but I can see these fish and they're not. Got one. Okay. We just gotta be more patient. This one, I was just letting it kind of drift and sink, and he went and took it. Looks like all of them are about this 12-inch range. Looks awesome in the crystal clear water here. Nice healthy looking stalkers here. Swimming upright. There he goes. There he goes. Nice. All right, guys, number 3 on the day. Sweet. All right, guys, got those first few fish, and after that, they've not really been interested. I've tried a few different flies. I did find this white balanced leech in my fly box, and this is one that does pretty darn well, especially with stock trout. So tied that on. Let's give it a try. Got one, guys. Yep, he came up from pretty far away for it. Little guy. But that was an aggressive strike. Came up from about 10 yards behind it. Yeah, I forgot about this particular fly, this white balanced leech. It does really well. All right, buddy. Other way. Other way. There we go, guys. Got another one. Sweet bird right in front of us. Is that a crane or a heron? Awesome though. A fishing bird, that's for sure. All right, moved up to a little different section. We were fishing down there earlier for those trout, and they stopped biting. I mean, I'm standing right over the top of them down there, but I've seen a little bit of activity in the shaded part towards the left up against the grass, so see if we can catch anything. Got a black woolly bugger on right now, and I saw another guy fishing here earlier before I started, and he was trying a bunch of different styles of flies and wasn't really getting anything. So again, I don't think they're eating necessarily, but might be able to get them with some kind of aggression style of bites. Yeah, that guy fished this whole stretch right before, and then he left, and I just moved in here. So I'm not, oh, dang it. Had one right there. I was about to say, I don't think I'll have any luck, and then boom, that fly hit, and that fish nailed it. Had another little bit of action right there. Fish on, guys. Nice. There we go. Oh yeah, that was sweet. Right in that little pocket right there. He must be kind of grouped up in there. I'm guessing that guy was fishing them and probably pushed them all into this group, into this little pocket right over here, and needed a leech, needed a woolly bugger to catch them. Oh yeah, cool. Nice, guys. Good looking fish. There he goes. Nice. Oh, beautiful. So clear. It's awesome watching them swimming in clear water. Yeah, the second that woolly bugger hit over there, that first fish smacked it. And then I had another hit, and then that last one finally connected with one there. Black's a great color of leech or woolly bugger, especially in the shadows. The less light there is, the more dark colors you want to use, especially coming off these trees. A little leech or a little worm coming off this bank here. Oh yeah, see that, guys? Holy smokes. That fish hit it right away. Dang, that was awesome. stuck up in the tree. Uh-oh. Oh no. It might be the end of my... Dang it. And I'm not gonna walk over and get it and ruin this hole. So if I break off... Oh, I might have got my fly back. Nope. So I gotta remember that fly's there. I don't know if I have another black fly, but I got that first woolly bugger we started with, which is kind of got some dark purple on it. That might work. We'll have to look here, see what we got. I do have some other black, but they're kind of big flies, and I don't want to use big flies on these fish because I'm just catching and releasing. So they're bigger hooks, I should say. But go back to that one we started with here. This woolly bugger here. It's got some black and darker colors on it. Those fish were hitting that aggressively, so it may not matter exactly what color it is right there because they were hitting it so hard right when it hit the water. There we go, guys. Oh, guys, woo! He smoked that thing. Holy cow. Oh, am I stuck? I'm stuck on a branch or something. I lost the fish. Dang it, yeah, he smoked that thing. Wow. Ah, darn it, gotta blow up this hole a little bit. Oh yeah, dang, that sucks. That fish smoked that. Wow. Now they were just sitting right on top of this rock. I'm gonna grab my fly that I lost. They were just sitting right here on top of this rock. That's crazy. All right, I came up to this little spot and I've just seen these, I think they're little trout, and they have been just surfacing like crazy. There's probably 4 or 5 of them in here. I've thrown a bunch of different dry flies at them and just can't get them to commit. All right, I tied this on. It's supposed to be like a little nymph coming out of its casing that I tied. Let's see. At this point, might as well just try whatever. I can't get them figured it out, but maybe I can get lucky. Fish on, guys. Whoa, that was crazy, guys. Finally. I've been here at this spot probably 35 minutes at this point. Quite a while. Longer than I normally do, but they've been jumping all around. I couldn't leave it without figuring out if I could catch them. And awesome. Got them on that little nymph that I tied, which is always sweet to catch them on the fly that you tied. This is a small trout, about 10 inches. Looks like they're all around that size. Fly already came out. Nice, there he goes. Well, that was sweet. All right, let's see if it was just super lucky or if that's actually something that they're eating down there. Because I have tried, I'd probably tried about 20 flies before catching that fish right there. So out of this little section. Oh, had another hit, guys. All right, well, nymphing. But I had tried some other nymphs, just wasn't getting into them. Wasn't getting them to take it. So this is so shallow, which is why I'm not using the indicator anymore. Just watching the end of my fly line. If I see the classic tick, be setting the hook on them. The last catch was the most satisfying catch of the day, no doubt. Probably the smallest trout I've caught, but it was the most satisfying, that's for sure. I've been putting in work right here. Fish on, guys. Got another one on that. Nice. Sweet. That's awesome. I'll take it. That is awesome. All right, guys. This is a strong little fish. Again, since these fish are up further from where they stock them and kind of just in this, like on a hatch, kind of makes me think they were stocked at least, you know, a couple weeks ago, a month ago or something. Nice fish right there. Right there, that little green nymph right in his mouth. There he goes. Sweet, guys. Catching fish is always a blast, but when you kind of figure out a problem, you know there's fish, and you just get them figured out, something that they'll bite, and it's a challenge, that's when it's super fun. Here's that fly again. Again, I don't tie good flies, but I tie them for a reason. Usually colors, certain weight, and green and black definitely looks like a nymph coming out of its casing. It blends in really well with the algae, the grass on the bottom of this particular creek. And yeah, I figured this fly might do pretty well here. Although this color of fly does great everywhere. I mean, pretty typical pattern, but anyway, awesome. Now I'm just trying to, it's not quite heavy enough to bounce on the bottom. That's really what I'd want it to do. But that being said, there's so much grass on here, I'd probably getting stuck in the grass if I was letting it bounce on the bottom too much. This is a tough river to like fish nymphs the right way. I like bouncing on rocks and bouncing on the bottom. Need to try to be right above it, just because that grass will get you snagged all day long. So the thing I like to do with these nymphs like this is fish above the hole, and so the nymph can drift down to them and then come up off the water. See if that does anything here. Fish on, guys. Nice. Sweet. It's a decent one. Kind of exactly what I thought might happen with that. Pretty strong fish for being this small and this little of water. Although the water's cold, and that's a good size fish. That's, what is that, 7 and 6, 13 inches. Beautiful trout right there. There he goes. Beautiful. All right, so I had another one of the same types of flies. This one's more of like a bugger or a leech, but could just be a bigger version of the same fly we have up top. So we will tie this on and see if we can catch a few more fish. So we got 2 flies set up here. I'm still not going with an indicator. It's just too shallow here, and I can see my line very well and see when a fish hits. And get back downstream, let it be more of a natural nymph presentation. Fish on, guys. Nice. Which one is it? Top one or bottom one? Looks like the top one. He's down on the bottom. Strong fish, man. For stock trout, these are pretty dang strong. The water's cold right now. It's getting 30, 40 degrees at night, so this water is pretty darn cold. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a good strong fish, man. It's fat. Chunky. Oh yeah. Fly already come out? Yes it did. Good looking trout right there, guys. There he goes. This is pretty awesome here. I was literally here for about 35 minutes just trying everything up towards the surface and wasn't able to get them, and wasn't until we switched over to that green nymph and then the second one I had, ones that I've tied, and are starting to catch the fish. So just a good lesson. If there's fish in front of you, try everything you have before you give up on them. Let's try to catch a few more fish. Yeah, it's a cool spot. It's a pretty deep hole right over there. Just keep the same flies I have on right now. Probably could use an indicator, but yeah, we'll just keep it the same for now. They're hitting stuff way over there. Oh yeah, way out there. Let's see. Fish on, guys. Nice. End of that drift. Sweet. Nice. Nice. Good fish. Strong fish. Again. Yeah, I think these fish are just waiting for nymphs and stuff to come off these rocks in the shallow areas, and they're just smacking them up towards the surface, feeding on them aggressively. He hit the bottom fly, which is a little bit more like a leech, but they both look like, oh man, like kind of cased nymphs. That fish right there. Nice. There he goes. Down there. Nice. Well, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. Awesome day of fishing. Started out pretty slow, but we got lucky. Stock truck came by, dropped off some trout for us to hit with the woolly bugger. Then we made our way up the river, and I was getting stumped, but there were a bunch of fish for us to get after. Finally switched over to those green nymphs that I tied, and luckily the trout started hitting those again. Guys, if you liked the video, please hit that like button. It helps a ton. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks so much for joining Kevin Rapkoch Fishing. See you guys next time. Peace.